each and every day. Love and live your way to your very best. Learn and lead today. Be the best you can. It's your life. Take a stand, so live your best life. Live your best life. Come on and live your best life with Dr. Julia Royston. For I've come that you might have life, and you might have that life to the full and over the top and overflowing. So excited for another edition of Live Your Best Life. I'm Dr. Julia Royston, helping you be all that you can be. Not live my life or anyone else's life, but I bring you inspiration, empowerment, and instruction on how you can take the nuggets and live your best life. Not mine, your best life. Well, I am so excited to introduce you to another fabulous guest, Miss Tiffani Teachey. She's going to introduce who she is, what she does, and where she lives. And off the top, I want her to tell you exactly how you can find her and follow her. Take it away.
Hi, well, thank you so much, Julia, for having me. I appreciate it. And I'm just excited to promote my book. I'm an author, new author of What Can I Be? STEM Careers from A to Z. I'm also an engineer, and I'm also a speaker. And so I just all about STEM advocates, science, technology, engineering, math. So I push that, especially as an engineer myself. So I live in Columbia, South Carolina, and I just promote it. And ways you can find it, it is on Amazon.com. It actually ended up being #1 bestseller in STEM education in Amazon. So I'm just excited to keep promoting. And also my website is Tiffani, Tiffani, Teachey, Teachey.com. So it's TiffaniTeachey.com. And you can do /books, and you can go straight to it, and you can learn more about me. I am on Facebook with Tiffani Teachey author, as well as I'm also on Twitter and Instagram, and that's just straight Tiffani Teachey. So definitely a way to get it. It's a book where it's encouraging all diverse characters in it to be able to show that they can be anything they want to from a science, technology, engineering, math, from A to Z.
Okay, so we got to stop right there because I have to know why you became an engineer. What was your inspiration? What was your motivation behind being an engineer from the beginning?
Well, I wanted to be an engineer. First, let me tell you, I really wanted to be a lawyer at first, but I thought I could, argue and debate. But then I learned about math and science and the problem solving side of things, of the importance of that can be a way you can go about engineering. So my mom and my dad had my brother and I. He's actually a civil engineer. I graduated from USC Charlotte. He graduated from North Carolina A&T. So we both are engineers. I'm a mechanical engineer. He's a civil engineer. And
wow, it runs in the family, huh?
It's with us. Encouraged as far as my mom's an educator, my dad was an entrepreneur, owned his own barbershop beauty salon. So they encouraged us the importance of education and just instilling in us. So we went to a math and science Saturday Academy. They made sure we went there. From there, that's what triggered us to know that we like math and science. So that's really what triggered us to be able to say, okay, this is an opportunity to problem solve, utilize the math and science. So that's what led us to be an engineer as well. Now I chose mechanical engineering because I thought it was the broadest of them all. My brother and I, we argued with him being a civil engineer that they were the first ever ones with the pyramid. So
oh yeah.
But I chose mechanical because I thought it was the broadest of them all. So
well, my brother-in-law is a chemical engineer, so I kind of know a little bit about the engineering world. Science, not my strong suit. I'm sorry, sorry to say, but I really support it. And as a retired teacher myself, I really know the importance of it. And for all children, not just for minority children or African-American children, but for all children to really be encouraged for that. Now, my one of the beauties of what you said is that your parents and influenced you greatly in the area. Really speak on that, because talk to the parents about the importance of that and how that was life-changing. Just because you went to the Saturday Science Academy, which sounds wonderful to me, and probably I'd be better at science if I'd gone. I've probably been better at it. But what that really meant to you to have their support, because your father's not an engineer, your mother's a teacher, so that does make a difference.
Right, but it came, yeah, but it came full circle. My mom's an educator. She taught the elementary school, which is it's amazing because she told us, okay, y'all can do the engineering because teaching, you got to have that passion. But then my dad being the entrepreneur, I end up tying in both of them full circle. Might not be the teacher, but I end up being where I'm building a book, a business, where I'm doing it, where I'm going back to elementary school teachers as far as reaching out to them to share this experience as far as STEM in itself. So they instilled in us the power of education, hard work, and not giving up. My mom always encouraged me, especially during college. It was not easy.
No,
it was not easy. So it was an experience. I'm glad I made it through with the mechanical engineering. But they instilled us the power of just. And I dedicated my book. My book, you'll see it in the beginning of the book. I actually dedicated it to both of my parents because they always told us, if you believe it, then you can achieve it. So that's why I try to instill in everybody that they can do it. Trust me, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for someone else who paved the way for me. So we always talk about service and giving back. So a lot of the stuff that I've done has been because I always think it's important to give back. And that's what really pushed me to say, okay, I've been talking to these kids about it. Why not give back? And this is a good opportunity just to expose them to representation.
Exactly. And one of the biggest things too is that we're very visual creatures, and African American and diverse children are extremely visual. We must see it. We can replicate anything, though. We can see it. From my years in education, it doesn't matter. They can stand there and watch it for a little while and go and not only replicate it, but do it even better. So I think that it's so critical having those role models and having those images in front of you that they can actually visually see someone in those roles and in that education and in that skill set. You know, some people, they don't think they can achieve that, especially if they don't see someone that looks like them. If they don't see anyone who resembles them, and they think, well, maybe I can't, because the school where I taught was Title I school.
Yes, so my mom as well.
Same thing. So it's like free, reduced, 90% plus. And so the feeling of hopelessness is overwhelming for me, as well as trying to teach them, because they're like, oh, my home doesn't look anything like yours. And my ability to think that I can achieve something like that doesn't happen. So the give back that you're giving and providing for young people is just really incredible. So give me the name of the book one more time.
What Can I Be? STEM Careers from A to Z. And you can find it on Amazon, and it's like I said, bestseller, #1 bestseller in STEM education.
Awesome. So, and that's Tiffani with the I, and Teachey, like teacher, but Teachey, Teachey is her last name. So be sure and find it, get it for your young people, get it for the children in your block, donate it to the local library, donate it to your school library. Help us to get positive role models into the schools, help us to get the visuals that not only the media shows us, but the positive media images that we need them to see, need them to be able to do and to move forward. We're going to take a break right here, right now, and we'll be back with more with Ms. Teachey in just a moment.
God of grace and mercy too, you are perfect in all your ways. I must praise you all my days. All my strength, mind, body, soul loves only you. Oh, my soul loves you. Lord, you say, deliver to. When I was lost, couldn't find my way, you said, follow me, I am the way. All my strength, my body, soul loves all. at your feet I bow to you, for you sit high upon the throne, and for my sin you did atone. All my strength, mind, body, soul loves only you. Oh, my soul, he loves you, God of grace and mercy too. You are perfect in all your ways. I must praise you every one of my days. All my strength, mind, body, soul, Lord, I love you. All my strength, mind, body, soul, I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. I worship and you're King of kings and Lord of lords. God, I love you above everything, everybody else, everything, everything. God, I love you, God, I love you. Tell him again, I love you, Jesus. You died for me, and you set me free. You saved my soul, and you made me whole. Gotta tell you, nobody can do me like you. Nobody nowhere, nobody nowhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love you, Jesus. You love me first, and you love me best. I gotta tell you, mind, body, and soul, Lord, I love you more than anything. All my strength, mind, body, soul, God, I love you. I love you. Lord, I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Lord, I love you. I love you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Live Your Best Life. I'm Dr. Julia Royston, and I am so excited to have with me today Miss Tiffani Teachey, an engineer, an entrepreneur, teacher's kid. That's me too. My daddy was a teacher too. Yay! And I'm so excited to have her on. An educated sister, a professional sister, one that you would definitely want to have at your next event. So follow her, Tiffani Teachey, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and find her book, but also have her come and speak to your young women's group and have her come and speak at your church, because there's nothing like having those positive role models and images for our young people to see themselves. Oh my gosh, I can do it. Oh my goodness, I can be it. Oh my goodness, here it is. She's live and in person and she looks like me. Her hair is like me. She looks like me. She is like me. Oh my gosh, I think I can do it. And I have young people who do it all the time. Like, is she real?
Right.
But I'm like, yeah, she's real. Yes, I'm real too. So I want to switch gears just a little bit. So I want you to talk about being female, Black, educated, and an engineer.
Yes. So I sort of knew what I was getting into when I decided to go into engineering. It's a white male dominated field. And so I wanted to make that change of showing that representation matters. And so as I got into the field, and then I got a part of different organizations like the National Society of Black Engineers, the Society of Women Engineers, it started showing that we have a network out here and that we can bond and get that and show that representation. So organizations that's out there that helps build that self-esteem, builds that network, builds that connections. Those have been some instrumental things as far as representing and representation as well. And so taking part in those, I've gone on over 15 years in the industry itself. So wow. I've seen it coming right out of school, the experience of being that entry-level student coming out and then graduating and being able to command the room, because a lot of times they do get me mixed up thinking I'm an admin. And sometimes I've had to, and there's nothing against being an admin, don't get me wrong. But
no. I understand.
I just have to let them know that, no, I'm the engineer. I'm the responsible engineer. And a lot of times I've had to correct sometimes and just let them know that I am just as powerful and smart and competent enough to be able to succeed in this field as far as engineering. So it's been an experience, but I'm proud to be able to represent, because we need this representation. And that's why I don't mind being that one, but we got so many more that we can pull up. And that's why I'm passionate about being that representation, showing the girls, showing the boys, showing different ones that, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And that's why I like being who I am and representing what I do.
Right. I think that networking piece is so powerful.
Yes.
Being able to, but if you have limited role models, it's really hard to get the mentors and, match up the appropriate mentors with young people so that they can continue to achieve. So being confused with an admin, that could be a problem.
But as far as the mentors, when you hit that, I push mentorship. I was actually a big brother, big sister for 6 years. I did that. And that was good as far as encouraging and uplifting. But I've also done mentoring from the kids all the way up to college students, to being able to be that impact and role model, like you said. But I do feel like it is important to have mentors, and as well as sponsors. A lot of times we talk about mentors, but a mentor is one who can give you advice, but the sponsor is that one that can speak for you when you're not in that room and can vouch for you. So it's good to have both a mentor and a sponsor. And I've learned that in the process of being a part of this industry itself.
Okay, so I'm gonna dig for a little more tea.
Okay.
So single, yes, no,
yes,
looking,
single,
all the single ladies,
all of that, yes.
Okay,
yes.
So what does that do? I mean, you're in there in the room, the only one, and looking around like, so where do we go dating wise? I know this is a little different from your book, and
it is different from
being different from the engineer. But let's talk a little bit what that dynamic looks like for you personally. Now, everybody doesn't have the same. They're just like, I find love where I find love, and I'm like, boy, if he loves you, she loves you, go for it, boo. I love it. You like it, I love it. But speak from your perspective, what that looks like, how that works.
Right. This is totally different from the book, but I am single, and it's a journey in itself. And I have to learn in this journey. There's a time and place for everything, and you can't rush it. And at the end of the day, that's what I have to learn. And I have to be with the right one who can treat me and appreciate me, and vice versa at the same time. And so that's what I've learned. Yes, I've been in the dating scene. I'm open to dating as well. But it's like being with the right one, and companionship is good as well, but being with the right one is important. And balancing life, because I am active in a lot of organizations, as well as now with the entrepreneurship, with my job as well. So just balancing from a different perspective. You can't balance consistently, but as far as being able to adapt and adjust and be flexible is important too, because something can come anytime and you got to be able to handle it, and how can you adjust it and handle it is the biggest thing. That's what I'm learning in life.
It's got to be the right one, and it can't look a certain way or whatever. I mean, everybody wants to be who they're attracted to, but sometimes you got to be broad and open and say, Lord, you send the person for me. And it really does. And I'm telling you, educated, I'm happily married, but educated sisters, we have to be extremely careful who we link ourselves up with. Pray and ask God, and ask him to bring the right person. And I tell you, it will work. And being busy and all kinds of activities, it gets you in the place, and it gets you in the space, and it gets you in visual for hopefully who God wants you to be with. And if they're not, you just keep on running and you just keep on moving. Yes. I tell people all the time, if you follow the book of Ruth, and if you're spiritual at all, and you follow the book of Ruth, and she said, I'm going to work. We hungry. We need some food.
Right.
My mother-in-law's old. She can't work. So it's time for me to go to work.
Right.
And that's how she was seen by Boaz. Doing something, survive her and take care of. She went out looking for a man. She'd already been married. Her husband was deceased. But it was the whole point of she was just doing her thing and then boom, get noticed. So I encourage you to continue. Just stay busy. Do your thing. Just keep doing what you do. Pray to God. Ask him to give you because there's nothing worse than being with the wrong one. I'm going to tell you that. That's the worst thing. It's not the worst is not being alone, but the worst is getting with the wrong dude. You'd be better off by yourself.
Agreed. So I'm just gonna, and that's why I'm in God's hands. That's leaving it in His hands.
Exactly.
One. So thank you.
Oh my God. So I'm praying with you too, because I was there. I know, and I haven't forgotten. I've been married almost 14 years, but I have not forgotten what it was like to be educated Black female and single, Lord. Yes. Where he at, God? I was like, when he gonna come, Jesus?
Right. Prepare me. He's preparing them. He's
preparing them and preparing you. Yep. I find out for me, God was preparing me probably even more than he was the man.
Oh yeah.
He had to get me ready, and there's a change in mindset, and of course that's a totally different show. We'll have to have you back for it.
Right. I see that.
So, give us your name again, where they can find you, and we're so glad you came.
Okay, my name is Tiffani Teachey, and you can find me at TiffaniTeachey.com, which is TiffaniTeachey.com, and I'm on Amazon as well as Barnes and Nobles and everything. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Tiffani Teachey. You can find me. The author Tiffani Teachey on Facebook and Tiffani Teachey for the Instagram and Twitter. So definitely look out for my book. What Can I Be? STEM Careers from A to Z. It's a great opportunity, ages 5 to 8, kindergarten through 2nd grade, and it's a great opportunity to expose kids early on to STEM.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you, and congratulations on all that you do.
Thank you.
So we thank you again for another edition of Live Your Best Life. I'm Dr. Julia Royston, encouraging you, empowering you, and inspiring you that today, tomorrow, and always live your best life. So you've always wanted to see your name on the front cover of a book. You've always been told you should write a book. You have a story. Well, we all have a story, but you've got to get that story out of your head and down on paper. I'm Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. Reach out to us at www.bkroystonpublishing.com. Schedule your appointment. Let's get started on your publishing journey today.
Live each and every day, love and live your way. Do your very best, learn and lead today. Be the best you can, it's your life, take a stand, so live your best life. Live your best life. Come on and live your best life with Dr. Julia Royston.